Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. This is a tutorial on how to make the joggers I am wearing. You can create it for women and men. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to like, comment, and share. You can follow me on other social media, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. For this tutorial, you're going to need a sewing pattern called Berta 6719. It's a men's pattern. We're going to be doing pant A. If you get the printable version, your sewing pattern should look like this when you assemble it together. And if you get it from the store, it should still look like this. I purchased my pattern off sewingpatterns.com. I got the download version, which you're going to have to print out and assemble the pattern pieces yourself, but you can also purchase the low price where you get it sent in the mail. To create these pair of joggers, you're going to need 2.5 yards of fabric. For this tutorial, I decided not to cut the fabric on camera. However, it's pretty simple, and I'm going to tell you what pieces you need to make sure that you have. Here are the two front pieces. You should have two back pieces like this. You should have two leg bands. You can use the fabric or another fabric for your leg bands. You should have two pieces cut for your waistband, which is displayed here. You should have two hip yokes, which is going to help you create your pocket. And please be sure to iron your pieces. I ironed my pieces after the footage. You should have two pocket pieces that look like this, and elastic that measures the size of 1 1/4 wide. Take your front pant and your pocket piece and place them right sides together. You should do this twice for the left and right side, and then sew the curve at your sewing machine. I sewed the curve and also serged it if you have a serger. Now you're going to place the fabric out, right side's looking at you, and you're going to top stitch that curve like I'm showing you here. Here's how your top stitch should look like. And here's a closer look. And you're going to flip it over the pocket piece. And now you should see a curve on the front of your pant leg. Now flip over your pant leg, and now your pocket piece should be facing you, and the inside of your front pant should be facing you. Make sure you line them up as I'm doing here, and iron it just so everything could stay flat, and your curve can stay flat. Now place your hip yoke, which is what I'm showing here, and place it on top of your pocket piece, right sides facing each other. Now you're going to make sure to sew the curve, only the curve of the pocket piece and the hip yoke together. You can use your sewing machine or serger to sew that curve together. I evidently used my serger, and as you can see, the pocket piece and the hip yoke are sewn together. And now you can flip over your pant, and you will see your pocket and your hip yoke sewn together for your front pant. This is a good time to go and iron out your pant and your pocket piece so everything stays flat. Now on the side of your front pant, make sure to pin that hip yoke and pocket piece to the front pant. Just pin it for now, and we will come back to it later. Now here are your two front pant pieces with the hip yokes and pockets. Place them right sides together, just like I'm showing you here, and make sure you align the crotch seam and pin it together. After you've pinned it, this is how it looks like when it's sewn. Now you're going to flip over your pant piece, and in the crotch seam, there's a little flap that you're going to have to align and sew. Here you can pin it, as I'm doing here. Now after you've pinned that flap, you're going to top stitch that crotch seam at the front of that flap right there, as I'm showing you here. Make sure the flap is flipped down. And now you can create your pants top stitch. I just used a tailor's chalk right here to create that pant top stitch in the front. Here's a closer look. Here's how it should look like once you've done the pant cross top stitch. Now you're going to take the front of your pant and you're going to pin the top of your front pant piece to your hip yoke and pocket piece as I'm doing here. Just pin it just like you did on the side before. You're doing it for the top. Now here are the front of your pants. Now you're going to take your two back pant pieces that are displayed here and you're going to put them right sides facing each other like I'm doing so. And you're going to sew down that curve. And that curve is your back inseam, by the way. Now I've sewn it and serged it, as you can see here. You're going to flip open your back pants, and we're going to come back to this later. Now here's the portion where our waistbands come into play. You're going to lay those two waistbands flat out like I'm doing here so, and you're going to put them right sides facing together, and you're going to sew the sides, the left and the right, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now that I've sewn and serged the sides, as you can see here, we're going to take our waistband and you're going to flip it inside out and then flip it halfway down, meeting each other like I'm doing here. You're going to double it up onto itself. After you've done doubling up to itself, you're going to pin your waistband just to have it prepared so you can attach it to the pants. Make sure all the seams are meeting each other. Also, don't forget to iron it out. Now you're going to go back to your front pants and you're going to take your back pant and sew the sides together. Make sure the sides meet up. Start pinning it like I'm doing here. Now that I've sewn and serged the sides, we're going to move your pants up and the middle or the inseam of your pants, you're going to make them meet up, the crotch and the back, like I'm doing here. You're going to pin it together and you're going to make sure that you pin it all the way down, connecting the inseam of the pants and making sure they meet up. And then you're going to go sew that 1/2 inch seam allowance. Here's how your pants should look once it's all sewn and serged like I did here. Now you're going to take your pants and you're going to flip it inside out or right sides out. Your pants should look like this. It's coming together as you can see with the pockets and the pant legs sewn already. Here's how the front of your pants should look like. You're going to attach the waistband to the front. Make sure the side seams of your waistband matches up the side seam of your pants. Now here's how your waistband should look once it's all pinned to the pants. And now you can go sew it 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now you're going to take your elastic, which should fit around your waist comfortably. You're going to make sure you leave an opening in your waistband of your pants, and you're going to insert your elastic inside of your waistband, right there where I'm pointing. Now you're going to take a safety pin like here, and you're going to attach it to your elastic. After you've done that, you're going to take that pin and you're going to try to insert it into your waistband, and you're going to distribute your elastic evenly around your waistband until you come right back to that same area where the hole is on the seam of your waistband. Now that I've brought back the rest of the elastic, I can meet up the ends, take out the pin, and you're going to sew those in at a sewing machine. Now after you sewn your elastic, you're going to stretch out your waistband so the elastic could snap into the waistband like I'm doing here. And then you're going to go sew up that little hole that you used to put the elastic in. And then now you have a completed waistband like I have here. Now you're going to take your 2 leg bands, which I have here, and you're going to fold them over and sew them on the side, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now that I've sewn and serged the side, you're going to flip your leg bands inside out, and then you're going to fold them over onto itself, double it, just like you did the waistband. After you've done that, you're going to take your leg band and you're going to attach it. Make sure the inside seam of your pants should meet up with the seam of your leg band, like I'm doing here. Now that I've completed my leg band, you can flip it right side out, and now you have a completed jogger pants. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you guys make great joggers, and if you want to see more tutorials like this, please feel free to like, share, and comment.